Imagine growing up in a world where you never hear the word no. Everything you want is handed to you. Every mistake is brushed off. And what are the consequences? Well, they're just for other people. Now, what happens when those kids grow up and find themselves in the real world, where the rules apply to everyone? Today, we're diving into the wild stories of influencers who seem to think they're untouchable. But these influencers learned the hard way that being famous online doesn't mean you're above the law. Buckle up, because these cases will leave you wondering how some people can be so out of touch with reality. On August 24, 2021, law enforcement received a troubling call. A young boy was found wandering alone in a residential neighborhood, clearly lost and frightened. The person responsible for this shocking situation was none other than a popular TikTok personality, Marissa Cloutier, who goes by the name Digital Princess online. As officers arrived, they had little information to go on, unaware of the chaotic scene they were about to uncover. The police soon located the house the boy had come from, but it was empty.
Oh, they said they were inside there.
Possible, because that front door is wide open. And they just moved in, so.
I'm out with them. Has an open door. I'll wait for another unit to clear it.
They usually have 3 cars in the driveway, there's 1 right now.
Okay.
The one time I asked him where he lived, he pointed to...
He pointed there?
Just once.
Okay. I have other officers coming, so if you could just hang on to him for a minute. Just wait by my car, obviously, but because we're going to clear the house to make sure...
There might be someone home.
Right. And these cars are typical for the driveway?
I've seen that car.
You said they just moved in?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay, about how long?
I didn't see him on the map.
Right. It's possible he came from this house. There's an open door.
Probably.
Just in case somebody's shot inside.
Coming up from behind.
After a while, one of the neighbors approached the cops and quickly identified the residents. Surprise, surprise, the boy's mother was the TikTok star Digital Princess, who had recently moved to the neighborhood. They managed to get Marissa's number from a neighbor and contacted her. But in true influencer fashion, Marissa took her sweet time showing up. Instead, her mother arrived first, looking like she was about to have a heart attack.
Things fine. Do you happen to know who the kid's parents are? That's the issue. Is found a kid wandering around without his parents.
Oh, wow.
And there's no one there. So we're trying to figure out if anyone knows. Do you have any contact with your neighbors?
They just moved in, probably, I would say a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
So pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty new to the community. They moved from Colorado.
Sergeant Morell explains what had happened to Marissa's mom, and the grandmother was in disbelief. The sergeant made it clear that leaving a child unattended is a serious offense, and Marissa was likely facing jail time. The grandmother was shocked to hear what her daughter had just done. Maybe it is possible for someone living in a bubble of likes and followers to be this reckless.
Explain to you what's going on. So earlier this evening, we get a phone call. There's a small child in the community unattended. We come out here. We're with the little boy, which is your grandson. Apparently, mom had stepped away to go and get with friends or meet with friends and left him unattended.
What?
Yes. So this is where we're at. And
he was walking around by himself?
Yes, ma'am.
We just moved here. Literally. The beginning of August. She just bought the house.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Inside, you can just stand by for a minute. And that's why I had called you out here. Do you have your ID with you or anything?
I do.
Okay. So that's why we called you out here, because we're still in the process of investigating everything. But more than likely, she'll be going to jail today. So what? That leaving a child unattended is a very serious offense.
Oh, I get it.
Okay. So, just stand by with this officer. Will you be able to take your grandbaby? Because I know she had provided me with a number for you, with her cousin, and with an aunt, I believe, that lives here?
My aunt. It's my sister.
Your sister?
Right here. Yeah.
Okay. Is this something that you ladies can do? Because if not, I would have to call the Department of Children and Family.
No, he's coming with me.
Okay. I called you here. That's why,
thank you.
Okay, just stand by for a minute. Hang tight with our officer.
Just as the grandmother was about to take the child inside, Marissa finally arrived. It was obvious that she wasn't proud of what she had done. She immediately asked the police if she was going to be arrested. Although she clearly regretted her actions, she was scared of the consequences she was going to face because of one bad decision.
Hi. What you doing, sweetheart?
Go ahead and follow Sarge.
Yes, ma'am. What happened? Or is it the Corbin is going to stay on?
You want to hand this off to your phone?
Yes. He said, he's talking to her mom?
Yeah. Are we good to go on the other end?
What did he say?
Huh?
What did he say?
I thought I already spoke to you.
Oh, no. Oh,
I like the tie-dye Crocs.
Thank you. I was just asking if I was getting arrested. No.
Oh, we don't know yet.
Okay, no.
Sorry.
It's okay, no, it's okay.
I thought you were asking about mom or something. I was
Oh,
like,
no,
I've been
no.
out here with mom, so I can probably answer.
Before being taken away, Marissa was allowed to see her child, probably to say sorry, but it felt more like she was trying to make herself feel better than anything else.
Say goodnight to your son before you go to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, come on.
I'm sorry I made a mistake. I love you. Okay. Don't just keep walking straight.
Yeah, good. I'm not going to cuff you in front of where your son might see you.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. Put your hands together like you're crying.
Yes.
Palm to palm. Palm to palm.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay, ma'am.
You trouble. No, it's not further. Well, I think she's going to...
Is your car open?
Oh, which one?
The Pokemon one?
Yes.
Is it okay if not? Where's your ID?
It's going to be in the right-hand side.
We're not coming out here to cite tickets.
Is it okay if an officer goes in there to get it?
Can my mom get it?
Marissa told the police she had left her son alone because she had run out of laundry detergent. But come on, her story didn't add up. There was no store receipt, and the detergent container at home was still partly full. Plus, the way she was dressed didn't exactly scream, "I'm heading out for a quick late-night errand." It all seemed pretty suspicious. When the police read her Miranda rights, Marissa finally admitted she hadn't gone to the store at all. Instead, she drove miles away to hang out with a friend after putting her son to bed. It's hard to believe someone could be so careless.
I apologize for lying to you, and I know that it's really down to lie to a police officer because obviously all lies get caught up and everything like that. And then I should have just called the sheriff about that, but it's already good to me. And obviously that does not fix anything, but I apologize for lying to you guys.
My advice to you in that regard would be just don't put yourself in a situation where you find that you need to lie to police officers.
First time of me ever leaving him there, and he always slept through the night, and so I just got more time me leaving, and I know that's still no excuse. It's still selfish excuse to use.
Kids are also weird. They have like that spidey sense.
They do. They definitely do.
She was charged with child neglect and spent a short time in jail. But then, about 6 weeks later, Lee County just dropped the charges. No clear reason why. Honestly, it is a little frustrating. How did she easily get away with something really serious? At least in Marissa's case, she eventually showed up and complied with the police. But our next influencer? Well, let's just say things get a whole lot messier. Buckle up because this one's a wild ride. On March 28, 2022, officers responded to multiple 911 calls about a chaotic scene in a Chick-fil-A parking lot in Sunrise, Florida. The cause of all this was TikTok personality Wyatt Jorger, better known as Icy Wyatt, and in true influencer fashion, he managed to turn the situation into an even bigger mess by calling the police himself, claiming he was the one being assaulted, when in reality, he was the one causing all the chaos. Oh, and did I mention he even pointed a gun at someone? Minutes later, the cops arrived at the scene and spoke with the victims, who explained Wyatt's erratic behavior. Apparently, he almost hit a woman who had an infant with her. Seriously, what was this guy thinking? One of the victims even recorded a video to show the police. just to make sure there was no doubt about what had actually gone down.
Yeah, there's a guy driving around in a pink Mercedes. He almost just hit a lady with pushing a little stroller with some kids in the shopping center.
I just saw a guy on a pink Mercedes SUV. Mm-hmm. He went down off his car, shirtless, shoeless, and started shooting the lady.
Lily, was that someone else's car, talking to them, banging on their window?
I think they called too.
Yeah, like, woman in the car. Beating on the window. I was like, come on, man, get back in the car, go about your day. He goes, oh, look, you, this and that, I got a gun, all this. I'm like, okay, whatever. He cuts us off right here.
Okay.
He threw the drink at me, so I got out of the truck, obviously. Once I got out, he walks back into his car, he grabs his gun, points it at me. And I'm like, they pointed it in my face. I turn around just to leave, and right as I turn around, he's whacking in the back of the head. There was literally a lady with her infant baby crossing the road, and he literally almost hit him.
I saw everything.
Okay.
I have a video. This was after he
After he hit him?
Yes. He was chasing them inside the parking lot like a crazy.
What made the whole thing even more bizarre was that Wyatt called 911 himself, spinning a completely different story. According to him, someone tried to kill him while he was sitting in his car. And in a twist only an influencer could pull off, he proudly told the police he had a weapon in his hand that he threatened people with. Why is someone as dumb as him even allowed to speak?
I just pulled over because somebody tried to kill me in the car.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
This truck came up and tried to cut me off, so I pulled over to the next lane, and again, he's trying to swerve into my lane and tried to hit the car. So I stopped the vehicle, and he gets right in front of me. They stopped the car right in front of me, dead stop, so that I almost hit them. And they get out of the car like they're ready to fight. And then I had 4 guys jump out the car and say, I'm going to beat the f*** out of you and all that stuff. I mean, like,
Did they hurt you, sir?
They did not hurt me because I had a gun.
No. Okay, and did you put the gun back in the case, or you still have it in your hand?
I just opened the glove box and I said, do you guys really want...
Several officers did a quick patrol of the area, but Wyatt had already vanished. They regrouped in a nearby neighborhood to come up with a plan. When they finally reached him by phone, Wyatt said he would only talk to them in the presence of a lawyer. It's almost like he thought he could manipulate the situation. But this isn't TikTok, where you can just edit out the bad parts and move on.
Are you at your house right now?
No.
Okay, where are you? Can I come meet you?
When the lawyer comes home, I will have you.
The police finally tracked Wyatt down as he was getting out of his house, and in a pink Mercedes, no less. But true to form, he wasn't exactly in a cooperative mood. Instead of complying, he had the audacity to ask the officers if they knew who he was. As if being a TikTok personality somehow put you above the law. Well, that attitude didn't last long. Minutes later, he was on the ground, arrested by the cops. He immediately started questioning his Miranda rights, but it turns out he didn't quite understand how those worked. Officers aren't required to read someone their Miranda rights before detaining them. They only have to do that before questioning or interrogating them.
Put your hands out the window.
Put both of your hands out the window, kid. We're not f***ing with you.
I don't know who I am.
Nope.
Get out of the car. Keep your hands up.
I can't take the seatbelt out.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Do it now. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Lay down on the ground, buddy. Lay down on the ground.
I know my rights.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground or you're going to get tased. Get on the ground, you're going to get tased. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Oh. Next time, do what you're told. We won't have that problem. I got it.
Oh my God. No Miranda rights.
Even though Wyatt denied having a gun in his vehicle, several witnesses claimed they saw him with one. So the officers knew they needed to search the Mercedes. And sure enough, when they looked through his car, they found the firearm.
Mind if we just look through it real quick? Are you allowing us to look through the car or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, we're going to do that then. Lock and open. Where's his keys?
Thankfully, Wyatt was calm up until this point. But when the cops told him they were taking him to jail for the road rage incident, he flipped the narrative and started denying everything. He insisted he didn't hit anyone and even claimed he had a witness who could back him up. He called this supposed witness and explained the situation to her, then tried to tell the cops they couldn't take his phone. But of course, the law says otherwise. Police are allowed to confiscate personal property and inventory it for safekeeping, especially in cases like this.
I think they're going to end up taking you to jail for the incident that happened with the road rage thing, because they said that there was a gun involved and they described the whole thing and the gun's there, and it seems like that's what happened. He said he got hit by a gun, there's a witness, the whole thing, so we can't not, unless you have something else to say about the incident.
I didn't hit nobody.
Well, they're saying otherwise, and they described the gun and everything, and there was somebody else that was watching.
So my girlfriend can't be a witness to...
Was she with you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we can talk to her when she gets here. Just call her and put her on speaker. Don't respond to any text messages.
Babe, I'm getting arrested because of those people that cut me off. I pulled the gun out to show them through the window, like, don't f with me, and they all went back in their car. And they're talking about it's just for tonight. I can't go to jail tonight. I have to work. Like,
you are in absolutely no wrong. They should not be
I'm telling you.
I'll come trust and believe.
Go right out of it. I gotta call my mom. Goodbye. You can't take my phone.
After he ended the call with his girlfriend, the cops informed him that he was under arrest and couldn't keep his phone. And Wyatt's mood took a nosedive. He got visibly angry, started getting rude to the officers, and demanded they roll down the window so he could hear what they were saying. Then, as if that wasn't enough, he started using curse words and even claimed that since he's famous, he should be allowed to keep the gun and that it's perfectly legal in Florida. Wyatt, still thinking he could talk his way out of the situation, demanded that the officers show him video proof that he hit the victim with his gun, as if the police needed his permission to do their job. When they didn't immediately oblige, he started getting hostile and even kicked the door of the police car. It was clear he was losing his cool.
You can't take my phone. This is my possession, so now you're going to be a thief? Now you're going to be a thief.
You're under arrest. You're not allowed to have the phone, okay?
Wow. I don't think you guys should be talking without me hearing. If it's about my matter.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yes?
Can you go down the window?
No. You don't have any right to hear what we're talking about.
You're talking about me, though.
Okay.
Why are you being such an asshole now?
I don't think I'm being an asshole at all.
You are being an asshole.
Okay. I'm sorry that you think that.
You don't see any problem with this. You don't see the problem that somebody with a bright pink car who is famous online gets with on the freeways all the time, and that's why I carry a gun. That is it. That is, you said legal was in Florida.
It is legal in Florida to have a gun in your car. There's nothing illegal about that.
So where can you prove, show me the video proof where I hit him with a gun?
We don't need video proof.
Yes, you do. Because I have several witnesses that will testify against.
Okay. Then the court case should get dropped pretty quickly.
You have no proof.
Okay.
You don't even know what gun is the same gun that I hit with if I did. So you don't even know what gun was used in crime, but you want to sit here and act like I'm the...
Not long after, Wyatt's girlfriend arrived on the scene to pick up the Mercedes, but she didn't leave before asking a few questions of her own, trying to play defense for him. The police explained to her that after he called 911, instead of staying to meet them, he just went straight back home. But his girlfriend, like a true enabler, kept trying to justify Wyatt's actions as if that would somehow make everything okay.
You're detaining him for resisting or something?
No, he pistol whipped somebody with a gun over their head.
Oh, okay, that is the situation that nobody helped him with. I guess he called someone?
He called 911, and then he went all the way back here instead of meeting with us.
Yes, he came home after being attacked by two hillbilly crazy people in a truck.
But he pistol whipped them over the top of their head.
Because they attacked him.
Well, that's why we're going to go back and take a stand.
Okay.
And if he wants to tell us the side of the story, then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay. So what are you trying to do so for? Just like defend the hillbillies who got punched in the face with a gun?
Well, if they got pistol whipped with a gun, then they're victims.
Okay.
Yes, we are going to...
And he's a victim of being attacked while driving. They were speeding in front of him.
you guys not aware of like the full story?
We heard that there was some kind of a road rage incident that started it, but
I was aware that like multiple people hung up on his call when trying to call for assistance from these crazy drivers.
I called him myself, actually.
Oh yeah, we heard you on the phone trying to like find his home to just like show up. Wonderful.
Well, to talk to him about what happened.
Okay. So I'll just follow you guys and see you there. Thank you.
As the police were taking Wyatt to the station, he started rambling about how he had millions of followers and how people were just out to get him. The level of entitlement and self-centeredness was off the charts. At this point, he was just making up baseless arguments and trying to argue with the officer. He was in no mood to cooperate and made things difficult for himself and the cops.
I mean, not everybody knows who you are.
It doesn't matter. I have 58 million followers, baby girl. Everybody who's been on TikTok or Instagram has seen who I am.
You can't assume that everybody knows who you are.
I don't assume that everybody knows who I am. I said a lot of people know who I am.
I believe you, and I never said that.
Why are you saying all that?
I said you don't know that this guy knows who you are.
Oh, he sure did.
Oh, did he say something?
When somebody swerving into my lane, brake checking me, wanting me to stop, wanting me to race my car, coming out the car, I know that's a fan. I'm tasing people for fucking violent crime and shit.
Oh, okay. Nobody tased you, though.
What?
You didn't get tased.
Tase me, I'll go to jail for the rest of my life.
Okay. I'm not gonna tase you. I'm just saying you didn't get tased. Because you just said so. You just said it. That's not what I said. I said nobody tased you.
I didn't say nobody tased me. You're dumb, girl.
Swap the handcuffs and put her handcuffs on you, but also all your expensive jewelry and stuff, because we want to make sure that nothing bad happens to your stuff. Once it goes down to jail, that's somebody else handling it. We'll put it in safekeeping here. It's going into an evidence locker until you come back to pick it up. Okay?
Why do I have to go to jail?
Why? We've gone over that like 3 times. You pistol whipped the guy over the head with a gun.
No, I didn't. You have no proof.
We have a video.
Stay in LA, buddy.
That's not what he said.
You think you're a,
I think you have
a
issues
big
with your
trip,
appearance.
guys?
That's not what he even said.
That's not what he even said.
It's not.
You guys are so annoying. It's like a power trip.
Okay. Turn.
You guys didn't do good. You guys had no friends in school.
That's true. None.
You guys had no anybody thinking that you were cool. So
Tiger King, if you move your arm again.
Shut up. The second you oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, that's physical violence.
Stop resisting.
Yeah, that's physical violence. I'm not resisting.
Yes. Let them swap the cuffs.
I'm not resisting.
Okay.
You know this is an $80,000 chain on my neck you're pressing, right? A lot of losses.
Well, we tried to take it and put it in
a lot
evidence
of losses right now.
Alright. Have a seat in the car.
Have
a seat in the car. Hey!
There you go. You got another charge right there.
Several hours after the initial 911 calls, Wyatt was finally booked at the BSO main jail. He was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, 1 count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, 1 count of battery on an officer, and 1 count of resisting arrest. Despite all this, Wyatt has pleaded not guilty to all 5 counts and appeared in court in July of 2023. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these cases. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.